Welcome back to Martin Sim Racing, where we have went crazy. That's right, we spent 8 million credits on a Formula One race car from 1988. The Mclaren just come out with the latest update, and the Bama boy is driving the Formula One race car, trying to be the next Mario Andretti, the first American to make it back to Formula One and take the crown. We're racing today here at Spa in a race against the computer, a race that I customized and did. And it was a lot of fun, just having some fun. That's what it's all about. Not doing any World Series events today on this video. It's just about having fun. I love driving the Formula One race cars. I like the Formula One game. I haven't played it this year because I've been busy with Gran Turismo 7. But I do enjoy driving these Formula One race cars, especially in Gran Turismo. That's my favorite cars to drive. So when they put this one out here, I had to get the credits up. I had to buy this car and take it for a spin, and you get to enjoy it. If you haven't bought this car yet, just watch the video and get a feel for what it's like and how much fun it is, how fast it is. It's mind-blowing. You better have your chin strap buckled tight, you better be ready to go, and you better be having your mind on right too, because you got to think fast, react fast, and you got to be an alien to drive this car. It is amazing. We're going to have a close look at it here and have some fun with it, guys. So buckle up and get ready. Now I just want to show you some shots from the inside of the car. They do have the old school steering wheel, hand shifter, not the paddle shifters up on the steering wheel. The new steering wheels, this is totally different day and age. This is back in 1988. These guys were special that drove these cars. They were amazing, and this car was amazing. McLaren took the F1 world by storm with this car, and they dominated. And we're going to get to drive this car. It's as close as we ever come. As you can see the stats of the car on the side over there. I mean, it's just an amazing car. Just look at how beautiful it is. It needs a Marlboro sign on the side, I think, to make it right. But, oh well. I mean, you've got 1494 cubic centimeters of displacement, 675 horsepower, 313 foot-pounds of torque, and the car only weighs 1,190 pounds. What a ride. What a ride. I mean, I tell you, I cannot wait to drive it. It's going to be so much fun. That's why I love this game. All the different cars. I mean, you've got the Volkswagen van, you've got go-karts, and you've got cars like this. You got the Group 3s, the Group 4s, the Group 2s, the Group 1s. It doesn't get any better. For all the complaints about this game, everybody knows deep down they still love it, and it's still awesome. So let's just buckle up and enjoy the race, and let's get right into it here. I'm going to start myself off in 10th place in this race and just let you get a look with nothing on the screen but just me driving the car for just a minute here and just enjoy the ride. I mean, it is hard to drive. It's very fast. I mean, when you punch it in first gear, you're just going to spin. You got to ease into that throttle, get this baby going. And what better track to drive around than Spa in Belgium? I mean, the Belgian people, they ought to be really proud of this track. It's so much fun. It's so beautiful. What a beautiful countryside. I'd love to go visit it. Got the Alabama Crimson Tide helmet on, making Nick Saban proud. Roll Tide. Even people in Belgium are yelling Roll Tide because they know a champion when they see one, man. I'm telling you. This is so much fun going around this first chicane here. Trying to hit it just right. Now, the first time I drove this car is the footage you're seeing here. No warm-ups, no nothing. Bought the car, jumped straight into a race. Had this idea for doing this video. Thought somebody out there may love it as much as I would and want to see this car in action before they spent their 8 million hard-earned credits. Because not everybody's got 20 million credits laying around. You know, it's hard to come by when you don't have a ton of time to put into it. And you don't want to spend real money buying the credits, so you just kind of grind it out and you get them the best you can. I just play the game, and the credits seem to build up. Do the track experience and get a lot of credits that way. If you're good at the game, I've gotten a lot better, so it's getting easier to get those points, you know, those credits. But you can see right here, we're just hanging in there in 10th place, making our way through this first lap, just trying to feel this car out. I did play the F1 game a lot last year with a controller, not with my new rig, my DD Pro that I have now. Man, it is so much fun with the DD Pro. It's so much fun with the rig, but it's even going to be fun with a controller too, I can guarantee you, because it's just so much faster than a normal car, and that downforce, I just smoke it through those curves. Just watch here as we go through. Now we're going to put the graphics up on the screen, do it like a real race. We've made it up to 9th place by this point at the end of the first lap. Got this hard little section here at the end. I've drove this track plenty of times on the Formula One game. Drove it with Formula One cars, and I've drove it in Gran Turismo and GT3 and GT4 cars, and I love this track. This is maybe my favorite track in the game, maybe my favorite track of all games that I play. I really like this track. I like all the tracks. I mean, I'm kind of like, this is my favorite, that's my favorite, everything's my favorite, but I really enjoy Spa a lot. I mean, you go so fast through here, and with this car, you probably don't even have to lift off. I did a little bit. You probably can get it by, if you're good, with not even lifting at all. In this car, going through the section, you just smoke it right up behind them with the slipstream. And the AI is not great. I do have it set to the highest level, the professional level, to make it as hard as possible. The tire wear is set to 10 times the normal. The fuel use is set to 3 times the normal. So there will be some pit stops needed. It's a 15-lap race that I did. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. The video would take ages if I did that. But you are going to get to see and get a feel for this car and how much fun it is to drive. I love that old steering wheel, man, versus the new style steering wheels in the F1 cars. I mean, I would rather drive one with a new steering wheel, don't get me wrong. It's just cool to go back and see what they were driving back in 1988. I was 6 years old then. I'm 40 now, but what a age it was. I mean, these guys literally risked their life every time they got in a car. Not that the guys these days like Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton aren't risking their life. I mean, I know that sport is dangerous. It's even more dangerous. I mean, back in these days, it was like, hey, take your chances, buddy. Good luck. Safety wasn't the number one thought necessarily. But I mean, that's what it's just fun to go back and see and feel what they went through. And the cars had the speed. I mean, you get up over 200 miles an hour if you take the section right here toward the end. And at other places, you're over 200 miles an hour for a second. You can see right here, I'm 201 miles an hour before I hit the brakes and drop down to 40 in half a second. And you talk about G-forces. You can't be fat and out of shape to drive these cars. And you got to have it ready, son. You better hit the gym. So we're still in 9th place at the end of the 2nd lap, going into our 3rd lap. And it's where we can start to really overtake some people, starting to get a better feel for the car. Got that tire wear set on 10 times the use on the medium tires, so it's going to be an issue when the tires start to go on these cars. You ain't driving them, so I mean, you're going to have to keep a good set of tires on there. And I do get in the back of the guy right there, and I'm sorry, but you're just AI, so it doesn't matter to me. I ain't worried about it. There ain't no DR for grabs here. We're just rolling, having some fun. Man, the graphics are so much better on this game when you're not playing online. I have played online so much that playing offline, I mean, it's just like, wow. It's just what you dreamed about when you were a kid. Let's fast forward here to lap 5. We've already worked our way up to 5th place as we just got an overtake on Ray there, I believe is his name. So we're smoking him. He's biting our dust. You can see the tires, the back tires are really starting to get worn down. Probably going to, I think, have to pit on lap 9, something like that, because, if you go too long, you'll just slide and run every curve, and you won't be just having to cruise around like driving Miss Daisy to make it around this track. But do our best we can, and we just have a good time with it. I wish they could. I know it's an $8 million car, but I wish they could incorporate this car into some daily races. That would just be amazing. Everybody drive this car. Or maybe if they could get one more F1 car from that era, that would be great. Fast forward here, we're on the end of lap 5, getting some traffic here. We go wide, and they leave us behind. So we got to catch back up again. And when I come out of this curve here in 1st gear and I slam it, it just doesn't bite. So later in the race, I start learning I need to ease in the 1st gear, treat it real gently and softly, and then 2nd gear. And then when I get to 3rd gear, that's when I can hammer it and see what that thing will do. Right here, we want to punch it in 3rd gear. I want to see what this car's made of. I want to see what it can do. Let the big dog eat, baby. Let's go. 140, 150, 160, 170. We're going to go 175 up through here, and we're going to smoke it down this long straightaway. We're going 180, 190. Keep on going, baby. We're going to hit 202, 204, 205, 206 before we start to slow down. 206 miles per hour, guys. That is blazing. I mean, that's like unbelievably fast. I mean, and you can go around these curves so fast, the car just digs into the asphalt with that downforce. I mean, it is amazing. I know these cars these days are probably even more impressive. Still, man, this is old school. Build it like you can, baby. This car was bad to the bone back in the day. Didn't nobody want none of McLaren back then. Things have changed as we got a sports drink dominating the F1. Max Verstappen is dominating. Congratulations, Max Verstappen, on your win today. You are my boy. Nobody could do it like you, but I'm coming for you, because after Red Bull sees this video, you're going to be calling me saying, we need a 40-year-old American in the sport, son. Can you do it? Can you take his job? And I'm going to say, oh, yeah, I think I can. But that's just a fantasy and a dream. Hey, never grow up. Always keep dreaming, because it's what makes life fun. It's what makes it interesting. But here you can see we're in third place on lap 8, and now we're in second. I'm going to take the American, Garrett. He's not going to take my thunder. I'm going to be the first American back in Formula 1, not him. And we are in first place, but you can see my back tires. They're both, both tires are almost completely gone by lap 8 with the tire wear on 10. So that'd be like 80 laps. And you, out of your medium tires, it's pretty good, but at least that's the way I think it works. 10 times tire wear, I would think 8 laps would be like 8. But that's a lot of laps on medium tires. I don't think you really want to do that in real life. When we get to the end of this lap, we're going to have to pit, because if those things fill up all the way to red, you can see that left back tire is really almost gone. So as we go around this tight turn here, we just slip out because the back tires are gone. They have no grip. 1, 2, 3, they all go by us. We're in fourth place again, and Garrett thinks he's going to get the contract with Red Bull, not Martin Sim Racing. Wah wah. But we're going to go into the pits here. We're going to get some new tires, get just a touch of fuel, because we won't have quite enough fuel actually to make it through the race. Let's do a fast pit stop, fast motion. Go, 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 go. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Get. All right, get on it and get out of here. A guy coming back up to my left. I'm going to try to overtake him real fast. We're in 15th place. Going to jump out, get back into 14th place. And this kind of kicks on here. And I'm playing the AI, and you guys know how it is. If you're decent at the game, you can just catch right back up with them. Maybe eventually we'll get some stronger AI. But in some races, they are pretty strong. But we're back in third place by lap 10. And, so it's not a foregone conclusion that we can catch these guys if their tires are in good shape. But I feel pretty confident that Martin Sim Racing is going to come through pretty strong here, because we're getting faster, guys. This race is not one to judge my skills off of. Like I said, I never even drove this car before. As you can see, I still don't quite have the hang of it right here coming out of that turn. But, a few months ago, I wouldn't have been able to even do this good with this. My feet and hand-eye coordination is getting a lot better. The feel for the pedals is getting a lot better. I could still play with a controller if I had to. I wouldn't want to. And if you don't have the money to buy a nice setup, that's fine. Playing this game on controller, wham! Garrett he is ticked off. Must be an Auburn fan. I guarantee that dude is an Auburn fan. But look, he's gone, baby. It's like Alabama whooping Auburn. He's gone. We roll tide and by. But anyway, playing with this DD Pro is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a lot of money, but it is amazing. Here's my last lap. Halfway through it, that's the 20th place guy in front of me. He's supposed to yield to me, but he kept passing me and stuff, ignoring the blue flag. Guys, this video was fun to make. This car is amazing to drive, and I would say, in my opinion, you need to get this car. If you have a wheel like a DD Pro or Logitech, even whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If you have a wheel, you definitely need to get this car, and you need to drive it just for the fun. Just drive the car and have fun. It doesn't matter if you can't use it in competition or even in an event on the game. You probably will be able to, but it's just so much fun. It's just mind-blowing. And if they do come out with PSVR 2 for this game, I'm going to strap that VR headset on, and we're going to be in this car. The first car I'm going to drive is this car in VR. And I'm going to put it on YouTube for you guys. It's going to be on Martin Sim Racing, and I'm going to be hollering, roll tiding, and going nuts, because it's going to be so much fun driving this car. And like I was saying about the wheel, if you have the money, if you think you can save up the money, and if I have the boost kit and the load cell, and if you can't afford that, hey, drop those off. Just get the base set. It's about $600. It's a lot of money. Logitech's probably $300. So save $300 more up and get it, and get you a little rig. Build you one if you can't afford to buy one, and do it. If you have the space, do it. If you can't do it, hey, do what you can do, and race with controller, because it's fun. I hope you guys enjoyed my take on the Formula One race car that they've put into the game. The 1988 McLaren is so awesome. It's so much fun. Save your credits up, buy the car, go to zero with your credits. I had 8 million credits almost on the dot, and I bought the car. Did this race, got 40,000 credits back. My credits come back. I bought the game to play the game. I bought the game to drive great cars. So I mean, I know they're expensive. I'm going to buy them. I don't care. I'm not using real money. I'm going to just, when I get the credits, I'm going to buy the cars I want. I may not collect all the cars, but I'm going to get the ones I want to drive. I got my eye on a few more that I would like to have, but this car is awesome. This is the most I've spent on a car. I did buy a Ferrari for $3 million that I barely ever drive. It's not that fun to drive. I shouldn't have bought it, but I did, and I have it now. But guys, have a great week. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy playing this game. If you just watching my videos for the first time, go watch some more videos. Give me a subscribe. Give me a like if you're enjoying yourself. If not, hey, no harm, no foul. Have a great week. See you guys later on Martin Sim Racing.